What is the great value in finger set and why do I think we have to have it? Again, if our starting point is every technique is a pattern, find the shape in the pattern, hunt the shape, right? And look for the inserts. The inserts start with finger set. It's one of the reasons we learn it so young, so we can start using those things as inserts. What people do poorly is corkscrew everything or hard style everything, right? When we learn that this is a punch, and we're going like this, we're throwing this corkscrew motion, what they forget, I shouldn't say forget, it gets in their head that everything has to be corkscrew. So when we do our horizontal finger spears, wherever we want to do them, we corkscrew them. The reason I'm facing you guys square this way, the topic came up of single movement solutions, and this is what started this whole thing. The whole sort of darting and ricocheting movement. I don't have to corkscrew it. I can do a slight outward block and then roll into my finger spear, right? I can do a slight inward block and roll the fingers on. So I'm here, rather than going corkscrew, I go, and I'm making that contact, I'm glancing off it and heading right into the eye. So I make my contact. So I'm doing the bounce off and fire instead of wide like this and coming around from the sides. Same thing with the horizontals. With the horizontals, we start getting into some of the Lima Lama. Lima Lama has a lot of slaps, wrists, palms, right? And there's a lot of this sort of the aloha oi movement in there. So if I want to go to my, anyway, this inward palm heel strike is a block, a cherry, a parry, a check. It takes the thing off its direct path coming at me. Punches coming at me, I go, no. And I hit it with that palm heel, across my center line, and then I continue into the eye. I don't have to stay like this. I don't have to corkscrew it. I have options. I can hit with the wrist this way and use this as my block. So I'm got a punch coming. It's just this slight outside crane movement as I'm advancing my hand. My hand's already advancing. So I take this pop and then I land the spear hand. And I can practice staying relatively calm until that point of contact. And it takes on the speed of a finger whip, but it's not, it's still finger spear. Same thing with these upper ones. I get aim right here. I'm always down here and I don't know what the hell. There's not really anything down there to poke. If you go high, guy's got you in a two-hand choke and you go pop, it's over. You take that thing, slide that right into the eye. The palm heel rakes, right? People always tend to do the windshield wipers on a straight, flat plane like this. Body's not built that way, and that's not the way Mr. Parker used them. His was on a conical plane, like a wedge. So instead of doing it this way, it's this way on the wedge, right? And this gives me an opportunity to hit a block and take the eyes at the same time, right? So I'm getting my block, and it doesn't have to be corkscrewed and then raked. It can be blocked and then raked. And then it's done. And if on the way out, you can picture your guy's head, if on the way out I hit his, this is my left hand, I don't know what the mirror reflections do to each other. This is my left hand. If on the way out I hit his right eye with my pinky and ring finger combination, right? And I snag that and I turn it, that'll turn his head, right? I'll get his head and turn it. And turning it that way opens up the next eye. So I get this, I've got both eyes. I turn the head, and then once I've got his head turned like this, I take the index finger and pointer finger, stick them in the other eye, and rake back this way. And it takes not long at all, and you've got your block, your counter attack, and the fight's over in one beat. Final I'll go over is real like the Nojin finger whips. Everyone's doing whip snap, whip snap, whip snap. It's not a whip snap. You see this position in Wing Chun Kung Fu, right? It's laying this right here. Lay the fingertips right there. Lay the fingertip, and then there's a rollover, and then you come back, right? So if you do that quickly, it will look like a limpy, like I'm finger whipping with a limpy, but I'm not. I'm laying this thing on his cheekbone, and then I'm flipping the hand, rolling over and penetrating about another 48 inches by going BAM! Right? And it gives me a chance to end the fight in one thing. I have an attack coming at me, right? I can hit the attack off, or I can block it this way. I can block it this way, and then lay my fingers on right there, right? So my block, my leg, my fight's done. I can also, if I want to start here, this is part of my defense. Punch coming square in my head, knock it up, right? And when I knock it up, if it's on a straight line, all I have to do is deviate to either side of that line, like I'm bobbing and weaving under rope, to lay that on that other guy's cheekbone right there, and take it back. 2 finger slices, brilliant, brilliant inserts, because you can do them just about all the time. Don't abandon finger set. It's got all the really wicked inserts in it. It's got a lot of great anti-grappling solutions in it. Someone shoots on a grappler, they're constant, karate guys always going like this. Right? We have this, right? And that digs into those orbits and rips, right? So the guy comes in, he's got the head chucked in really tight. We have fish hooks that end the form, right? We don't need to just use them here. They're usable at any angle, anywhere. The only thing, no, hey, let me go, fucker, right? Let me go now. My black belt, Corey, really good stand-up fighter, not so hot on the ground. He's sparring with my buddy who I was driving up to the Gracie Academy with and was bouncing with, and says, as he's beating the crap out of my buddy stand-up, goes, I thought you said this guy was a badass, Dave. How come he's not? He goes, Eric looks at me and goes, can I do what I do when I'm bouncing? And I said, sure, I don't care. And Corey goes, yeah, bring it on. So Eric shoots on him, pulls him to the floor. Corey goes to his belly to try to run away, and he's on the ground, crawling like this, as Eric's climbing up his back, throws him in a chicken wing like this, gets him in the all fours and puts him in a rear naked. They break, high five, that was really fun. And Corey goes, now can I do to you what I would do in that situation? And Eric goes, sure, why not, what the hell? They square up, they clash, Eric foot sweep, slams Corey on the ground, and he just starts going for position. Corey's rich, hitting him in the throat, popping in the head, hitting him along the carotid artery here. He's taking fingers and fish hooking, mauling him. He's got one finger in the mouth, he's going like this, reaches down, gets him by the nuts, squeezes, and in grappling, we always kind of want to say, well, that wouldn't really hurt. Eventually be my turn. But I watched one of my most intense barbarian warrior friends I know turn into a mouse, just from, he was getting mauled, getting by the ear, made a fist on the ear and started yanking the ear, and Eric's like, whoa, 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 abandoning a choke. And his fist opens up, he gets a spear hand or a finger here, and then a finger, and it was a crazy mess. And it was all, or most of it was stuff out of finger set, This ear grab is just the same thing as this finger hook. You just do it right here and go, give me your ear, So there's a lot of answers in it that aren't answered very well elsewhere in the system. Charging ram won't help you against a trained grappler. It just won't. It's not meant to. It's meant to be, drunk Uncle Bob taking a bum rush at you. But there are skills that can be used. That's all I know for now. I'll try and teach more tomorrow. Ciao.